Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Fantan Mojan Diss Mutabaruka after Fire King video criticism. Reggae artist Fantan Mojan has launched an explicit laden tirade against Mutabaruka in response to the radio broadcaster's purported harsh on-air critique of his Fire King video. In a video now circulating on social media, the Fire King artist said, "Mota is an elder where we read from morning and we not disrespect Mota, and that me want uno fi know. But Mota dey on radio as a light fi drop in a me head when me a perform and call himself a Rasta. Come on Mota, remember a be a white girl you there with you there with pure white girl," he declared in the video. Fantan Mojan apparently has taken umbrage with comments made by Mutabaruka during his popular radio program, The Cutting Edge, which he interpreted as criticism against the raunchy music video for Fire King with coverting naked girls, an image which is in direct opposition to the Rastafarian value of probity and righteousness which Fantan Mojan expounded in the past. "Muta, what you want me to do? Put man in a underpants and bad chunks in a me video? Muta, step out of the boundary. Me England fans say fi fix him up. Him over the line and man have feelings. Him have a smutty mind for a Rasta. A beer girl from Sweden, Australia and New Zealand him there with. Him discriminate when it comes to women," Mojan claimed. He also took issues with Mutabaruka saying he wanted one of the stage lights to drop in his Fantan Mojan's head. "Me never wish bad for Muta yet. Me respect him as a big man, and him a wish them things are for me. Me lose half a Muta big time," Fantan said. Fantan Mojan also alleged that deceased reggae icon Bob Marley had issued with Mutabaruka for sleeping with former fame. "It come out a Muta mouth. Me no know if him did a drink white rum and I say some loose things pan the radio the day, but me hear it out of him mouth," Fantan said. Dad arrested for slapping son who draped told him bad words. A 35-year-old man was arrested and hauled before the court after attempting to discipline his 13-year-old son, who he said draped him and told him bad words. The dad was charged with unlawful wounding due to an injury his son sustained to the face during the incident. The father said he was using his hand to hit the out-of-control youth when he was injured. He pleaded guilty to a charge of unlawful wounding when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday, February 5th. The man explained to the Chief Judge Chester Crooks the circumstances that led him to strike his son, who was visiting with him at the time. "He used expletive towards me and started to drape me, so I had to scold him for it," he said, while adding that he did not intentionally injure the boy. He explained that his son was moving up and down when his hand accidentally caught him in the face. The teen's mother told the court that this is the first time she has known of the accused hitting their son. The court referred them to counseling, and the father was given an April 22 date for sentencing. Jamaican-born drug dealer wins battle to remain in UK. A 21-year-old Jamaican-born man, reportedly a top drug dealer in the United Kingdom, has succeeded with his legal battle to stop his deportation from that country. Cadonius Lowe has been imprisoned twice for supplying narcotics and assaulting a female police officer who tried to arrest him. The UK Sun newspaper cited Lowe, who has been living in the country since he was age 3, as being integral in the country line's drug dealing operation, selling crack and heroin. In 2017, he was arrested and jailed for 28 months for possession of crack cocaine and heroin with intent to supply the drugs. And following his release from prison, after serving that sentence, he allegedly returned to supplying of Class A drugs between June 30 and August 17, 2020. During his arrest on August 17 last year, he reportedly kicked a female police officer. After pleading guilty to the drugs and assault charges, he was sentenced to 5 years and 1 month in December of last year. However, the latter conviction was noted to be not part of a deportation judgment at the Court of Appeal. In its decision, the UK Court of Appeal said Lowe has no connection to Jamaica whatsoever other than a residual nationality. Consequently, the court ruled that deporting him would amount to exile. An abomination. Bishop slams Capri's abortion proposal. A senior clergyman has described as atrocious, disgraceful, and alarming a recommendation by the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, CAPRI, that minors be allowed to access an abortion on their own without the consent of a parent. Bishop Dr. Alvin Bailey, the chairman of the Jamaica Churches Action Uniting Society for Emancipation cause, said in a statement on Monday that the proposal by CAPRI must be rejected by all well-thinking Jamaicans. He added that such a call could be translated to mean that those persons of high intelligence and outstanding academic achievements are spiritually deprived in advocating abortion as a method of contraceptive. In fact, Bishop Bailey said Capri's suggestion has exposed what he said is a moral and ethical crisis that now exists in Jamaica. This is an abomination and is contrary to Christian values. To condemn to death our unborn children for the expediency of social-economic benefits is contemporary barbarism, he noted. The Research Institute put forward its proposal in its European Union-funded reported title, Coming to Terms, the Social Cost of Unequal Access to Safe Abortions, the findings of which were presented last Thursday during a webinar. According to Capri's report, the requirement of parental consent or notification may delay young women's abortion care, leading to more risky and costlier late-term abortion procedures, or even cause the young women to resort to illegal or self-induced abortions in a fear of parental reactions. It was one of 3 recommendations made by Capri, the others being that parliamentarians be allowed to cast a secret vote on the issue of legalizing abortion in order to protect their integrity, and that public funding should be provided for those wishing to terminate a pregnancy. However, the chairman of Jamaica Cause said the Christian Church considers the Capri report and its intense support of the legalization of abortion to be against all biblical and moral values, primarily because, he said, it disregards the sanctity of human lives. A few misguided individuals, in spite of indisputable biblical references, chose to blaspheme the word of God for popularity and recognition, he noted. However, he said the Christian Church and the general religious community will never sanction what he called a Middle Passage type legislation to destroy human lives for social economical benefits in a referendum. Bishop Bailey opined that Capri's position on the matter endorses women mutilating their bodies to kill their unborn children, while risking their lives under the guise that they were in charge of their own bodies and were safeguarding their well-being. Let's face the harsh reality, the views of the pro-abortionists have less to do with liberating women and allowing them the freedom to choose. It is about advancing the global agenda of powerful and influential international agencies by paying the price in order to gain access to funding for Jamaica. It is about a quick fix for the shortage of urgently needed social systems which are put on the back burner because of growing economic challenges. It is about increasing the wealth of doctors who charge large sums for their services, Bailey said, adding, it is about the ignorance of the dangers and possible death of the pregnant mother as well as the permanent emotional and psychological damage abortion does to the woman who commit the act and her family. He said Jamaica's legacy cannot be defined by the planned execution of our unborn children as a means of population control in support of predetermined social construct, political expediencies, or self-centered ideological objectives of elected individuals and other influencers. In the final analysis, Jamaicans, under its present leadership, must decisively define its own sovereign morals and ethical identity, then motivate our people, our politics, and our socio-economic leaders to support the sovereign purpose, said Bishop Bailey. Government to foot bill for those who suffered adverse effects of COVID jab. Government will cover the required medical expenses in the event of an adverse reaction to AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine. That's according to Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton. Speaking at the COVID-19 online media briefing Thursday, Tufton said, while the government has granted indemnity to manufacturers AstraZeneca, it is making plans to protect citizens from the possible ill effects of the vaccine. He, however, stressed that the vaccine has proven to be safe and is only expected to provide an adverse effect in minimal cases. Tufton said that a condition from getting the vaccine through the COVAX arrangement that was coordinated via the World Health Organization (WHO) was that the manufacturers had to receive indemnity to rid them of responsibility for the possible ill effects of the vaccine. What the government has done in response to that, or is doing in response, the government clearly will have to take on that responsibility, and so the Attorney General's Chamber, having gone through a process of discussion with the Cabinet, would make the necessary legal arrangements to meet those requirements, Tufton said. At the same time, as a government, we clearly appreciate and understand that we have an obligation to our citizens, so we say to citizens, there is no need to fear. This is a safe product, but the truth is, the government here under universal asset to ensure that those who may need additional care get additional care, Tufton stated. Meanwhile, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Mackenzie, while also assuring that the vaccine is safe, said there will be a program to monitor those who have taken the vaccine. She said the process will start at the facilities where the vaccination is being administered. We want to ensure that the delivery of the vaccine is going to be safe, and so therefore, at all our sites that we are going to be using vaccination, we will have the necessary things in place in case there are any issues that will come up, said Mackenzie. And persons will respond differently to the vaccines, regardless of which vaccine it is. So we have the necessary staff in place to deal with any problems. In terms of if persons develop problems after, we do have a program for evaluating events that occur after vaccination that we follow persons over a period of time to monitor any adverse events that occur, she added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.